everybody, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing a review on Red Dead Redemption 2, one of my favorite games so far. It is set in 1899 in the southwest of America, and oh my god, it is so much fun. Let me just start off with the main mission and where you start off. You actually start off where it's like super snowy, and basically you find wolves, you have to rescue some people. You have to bring food, I'm pretty sure, or something. You have to save a man named John, which is kind of cool. And if you didn't play the first Red Dead Redemption game, then don't worry about it, because you kind of get caught up in a way, if that makes any sense. Like, you don't really need to play the first game to understand what's going on. Because I didn't play the first game, and I love this game. It's top 5 for me, definitely. Maybe even top 3, I don't know. I think it might be a little bit better than Black Ops 4. That's just my personal opinion on the matter. But first of all, let's start off with the missions. The missions aren't too difficult, and basically you kind of help out with the camp, and there's also side missions as well. The missions don't take too long, yet they still do take a while, if that makes any sense. They're really exciting. The gunplay is so good. Like, oh my god. I don't know why I did that. Sorry about that. I kind of got carried away. But the gun, like the gun way, the way you can play the game, the way you shoot guns and stuff is excellent. The auto lock system is pretty good, considering I suck at aiming, and it really does help out. Some glitches are in the game where you can get like infinite money and stuff. I actually did one of them, and I am stinking rich now. Another thing about the game is all the side quests that you can do. Basically, there's multiple, either like somebody got bit by a snake, or somebody is gonna rob you, or there's people fighting, or you can even like make fun of people in some ways and just annoy them. I think it's called agonize or something, and you can also greet them, which is pretty fun. I do like the factor that there's actually a lot of different features, such as the horse, the way that works with the bonding system, and the way you have to feed it, because that can really help out later if you do decide to bond with your horse a lot. And because the more you bond, the farther it can hear you if you whistle, and that is a really cool mechanic, because you can't just call the horse from wherever you're at, which is a pretty cool idea if you ask me. And you have to be in range, or if your bonding is super high, then you can go in a higher range. I don't know how to phrase that, but so far I am like on chapter 3 or 4. I'm pretty sure. I'm not trying to rush through the game because I don't want to, finish it in the first week. I'm trying to, well, it's not the first week of the game releasing, but I've had the game for a while now. But I just really enjoy the game so much that I'm just doing a bunch of side quests, such as like the Freak Show one, which I think there's a American Horror Story reference there. I'm not sure, because there's like this freak guy, and it's like this woman who's like, I'm the only one that'll accept you, and you have to be my freak show or whatever. And there's the midget and stuff. It's pretty cool. Another really cool thing about it is there's like a bunch of different guns from a bunch of different times, and the fact that Rockstar could pull off this theme is pretty impressive in itself, because there's not much to go off of from 1899. And when you go into the inner cities, I really do like to go into saloons, gun shops, and it feels like whenever you're shopping, you're not just shopping for ammo, which is what I really thought you would only do. But truth of the matter is, you buy foods, you buy healing supplies, because all that is super helpful. And I think the way they, manage that is a really cool idea. And lots of people figured that after 8 years, I'm pretty sure it is, that the Red Dead series would be just completely that past thing that nobody liked anymore. But they were wrong, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is... Oh, crap. Red Dead Redemption 2, it's a really weird name, lots of R's in there, is stronger than it's ever been. The series as a whole is stronger than it's ever been, probably. because, you know, people really like the first one from what I've heard, and I'm pretty sure there was another one either before or after the first one. I'm not exactly sure on that, but so far people really do like the setting. People like they love the character Arthur Morgan because he's really charming, really awesome, and you can either make him out to be a really bad guy or a really good guy. And the way that certain missions help you out, like you may see in the gameplay that I have a holster that can hold 2 guns, like 2 pistols. You actually get that from doing a main mission. So if you do the main missions, you can get cooler stuff. Or if you do the side missions, you can get cooler stuff. Like one of the side missions is helping this guy find his zoo animals, and if you do that, you get a gem from him. And it's really funny too because all the zoo animals besides one is not what they are. Like one of them is like, he says it's a zebra, but truly it's just a donkey. And then the last one is actually a lion, and it's just really funny because all the other animals weren't real. So that's just one of the really funny parts. And the way Deadeye system works is pretty cool too. The way it's always worked, where time just slows down, and you have to, well, you don't have to, but you can use it, which really does help out your gun skills. And the way you can interact with the people, with the AI in the game is really cool as well. It could either help you out or it can either hurt you, because if you upset somebody really bad that they start to shoot you, and you upset the whole town and they start to shoot at you, then the cops and bounty hunters get involved and it gets really hectic. But if you're really nice to everybody, then everybody's nice to you, and that's a really cool idea. There's a thing called an honor level, which I was kind of talking about previously, and the way the honor level works is the better you are, the higher up your honor level goes. The worse you are, the lower it goes. And if you go all the way down to the lowest level, nobody's gonna respect you. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, it's that guy, you know. But if you're highest honor level, some of the cool stuff is like everything is 50% off, I'm pretty sure, and some guns are even free. That's how, well, not just guns as a whole, but any item from any shop is 50% free. People are like talking about like all this great stuff about you, and it's just a really fun time. But it is way easier to become a bad guy than a good guy. Just keep that in mind. There's way more ways to become a lower honor person than a higher honor person, because that's just how it is. And I really do like how big the map is. The map is a big feature. I just don't like how you have to ride your horse. Like, let's say your horse is, don't get any ideas, but it kind of does suck if you have to ride across the entire map, and you're just, like, basically that's it. If you have to ride across the entire map, it really sucks because it takes a while. It takes like 5 minutes, and that is a really awful feature that can get really annoying. But the game overall, it feels so much, it's like so much fun that it's not even that bad. I'd give it a good IGN 8 out of 10. That's how good. Actually, no, 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10 is my final answer. 9.5 out of 10. Because it is near perfect. It does have its flaws, but once it gets its online feature, I'm sure that's going to be a lot cooler. You can play with your friends eventually, and you can do the story, I hope, like with your friends. And outfits, I didn't even get into that topic. The outfits are pretty cool as well. You can change your outfit. And another really cool feature is the way that you have to either bathe or people just stay away from you, which is also really cool. Hotels, I never thought I'd be using like certain places like hotels or anything, but it turns out the hotels are really helpful. And everything plays a role in this game, which is the best part about it. You can take things off shelves, you can loot. Crap. Sorry about that. My dog started barking because he's so annoying. I hate the freaking thing. But like I was saying, you can, what was I saying? You can interact with the world. You can, I don't know, that's about it. You can hunt things. You can study animals, which is another cool part. Like, so it can tell you how to kill the animal the best and how to, like, that's about it. I think it just tells you how to cook the animal. Well, not cook, how to kill the animal the best. Like, let's say you're hunting rabbit. If you study it, this is not exactly true, but let's say it tells you the best way to hunt it is with a bow. You can do that, and it will work better. Or let's say you're hunting deer. Let's say it says the best way to hunt deer is with a repeater. Then you use a repeater, and that's how it works, which is really cool. And that's my review on Red Dead Redemption 2. If you enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and I don't really care if you do or not. I also forgot to mention that throughout the entire game you can actually play first person, which is pretty awesome as well.